Hi everyone, welcome back to my sewing channel. I am Cynthia, also known as Creative Mama on YouTube and on Instagram, and today is a fabric shopping day. I'm at my favorite fabric warehouse. Show you, oops, let me get my finger out of the way. There is the building. They have a lot of wonderful stuff. I'm going to go inside and shop. I don't need much, so I don't plan on buying too much. I just need some sheer fabric to complete my middle daughter's Halloween costume. So I'm going to take you in and show you what it looks like in case you're new to my channel and haven't seen it before. You do need to have a business license and an account with them in order to shop here, so it's not necessarily open to the general public. But if you have an account here, you can shop here, you know, Monday through Friday, normal business hours. So come with me. Okay, I'm taking another video inside my favorite fabric warehouse. There's hardly no one here, so I feel comfortable taking videos inside, because sometimes when there's too many people, it's not. And I got this lovely sheer fabrics for my daughter's cosplay costume. I hope those are the right colors. I think they should be, but I guess we shall see. And this is the part that I love. It's just these big bins with scraps in it, miscellaneous, because usually they marked knits as miscellaneous because they don't usually sell knits too much here. I don't know what some of these are, but this is all by the pound. I believe it's $3 a pound unless it's quilter's cotton, and that is $6 a pound. Okay, and I'm going to continue shopping and I'll show you what I got when I'm done. Okay, and then they have, these are flat fold bundles. They have like 70 yards of different fabrics all tied up. It's a great deal. Same thing over here. Ooh, that's nice. And they're like themed, or they're all from the same manufacturer. Tons and tons and tons of fabric. Nuts and nuts. Over there in those boxes, they have fat quarter bundles. 6 fat quarters in a pack of the same kind. Okay, and this is the clearance section. Let's go to the regular section. Okay, and this is their Halloween area. They have panels and a whole bunch of Halloween fabrics. I don't know what I would do with them, but you can make quilts, clothing, whatever. These are all quilted cotton, and you buy it by the bolt. Red tags means they're on sale. This is the regular priced area. And there's the boutiques. And then they have Halloween fat quarter bundles, which is really cute. Alright, let's take a look and see, go down another aisle. Okay, everybody, we are back in my sewing room, and I'm going to go over the haul that I had from my favorite fabric warehouse. Now, I did go to the fabric warehouse twice. I was supposed to go on Friday with my friend Veronica, but then some things happened, and we thought we weren't going to be able to go on the Friday. So I went with my oldest daughter on Thursday. And I went there just on a mission. I went there to get some fabric for my daughter's cosplay costume. And I did find what I needed. So let me show you what I needed. Okay, now, pay this by the pound. And they don't cut anything for you, which I guess is okay, because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need. So it's showing up not this right color. I'm not even sure what fabric this is, but it's a see-through, obviously. see-through fabric that I'm using for a skirt for her. It needs to be, I don't need this much, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the leftovers of it. But she needed it, a burgundy, which is, this is a burgundy, even though I don't think, it's not really showing up the right color on camera. So you'll just have to trust me. Then we also needed gray of the same kind of fabric, which, there it is. So we needed like a light gray fabric. I only need probably a half a yard of this, but this is what I got. And those two pieces, these two pieces cost me less than $7 because it was by the pound, $3 a pound, and that's what I got. So, okay, so I got more than enough to make what I need to make with that. Now this I got before. This is not new, but this is also like a purple. So the skirt, it's some kind of cosplay video game character. I will share more when I get it done, but it's like a two-tier skirt. So this is one tier, and then the burgundy is another, and then the gray is like over the shoulder sash kind of thing. So I got everything for her costume. Now I just have to get the time to make it or take the time to make it. Okay, and then I also got this one little piece of gray. This is probably the size she needs for her costume, but I don't think she likes it. This one's a little darker than the other one. But when you're buying by the pound and this stuff is like weighs nothing, you might as well buy as much as they got. Okay, so that is what I bought on my one trip with my daughter. And then the next day, I don't know, the planets were aligned and my friend Veronica was able to come with me to the fabric warehouse. And she's just getting back into sewing from a hiatus or whatever. So, you know, she enjoys the hunt. Because like I had said before, it's like all the fabric that we are interested in are in these big bins. So you kind of have to like almost to a point like dive into it, especially with that fabric, because that fabric wasn't folded. But usually when we go in for the knits and stuff like that, those are folded. But it was kind of funny because I was down the aisle a little bit looking in another box, and she was, you know, down that way looking in another box. I turned to ask her a question. All I saw was her legs. She was completely immersed into the cardboard box. I think I showed you guys what it looked like in the beginning of this video when we did a little bit of a tour. Now this is something I got. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just really liked it. It's like the same fabric as the ones I showed you, but this one has dots. I don't know. Can you see the dots? There you go. I guess it's, I don't know if you would consider this a Swiss dot, because it's like that thin polyester kind of material, and I'm not sure what fabric content is the Swiss dot fabric. But I got a whole bunch of it. I'm really thinking that this would make a great like overlay to a dress. Like I know if you've watched my videos for a while, or if you go back, my favorite Love Notions dress is the Lyric. And I'm thinking about maybe hacking that a little bit to make like an overlay. Like maybe make it the bodice, like change the bodice up completely so that it's like across here, but then do the top part like maybe with a collar in just this, and then do an overlay on the whole dress. I don't know. Those are just some ideas that I got, because I don't know what else to do with that particular fabric. Okay, so that bag is empty. So bag one, empty now. Now we go for the knits. Now this stuff is what I bought with my friend. Got this lovely knit, has daisies on it. A lot of their fabric doesn't have selvages on it. Let me see what this one is. Okay, it just says printed in the USA. Okay, and I think that's it. It's quite a lot in here. I could probably make a dress out of it. I'm kind of thinking doing a raglan with this. Oh, and I just happened to have, okay, I'm thinking about doing a raglan with this as the body for the front and back, and then maybe doing this dot. I don't know. They look too different. I think this is a gray. Oh, well. So I don't think that's going to look good. So, okay. So, ixnay that idea. I'm not going to use this with it. This is a previous purchase. I've had that for a while. So, I'm not going to use that with it. So, maybe I'll do, I have plenty, so I might do, you know, the whole thing. The whole raglan, the top, and the sleeves. Okay, then I saw this fabric. I thought it was so cool. It's only a yard. And it feels like either a home deck fabric or like a canvas. And, oop, is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. I don't know if you could see it. It has Spam on it. I just thought that was so cute. Ever since my children were young, we, because I think my husband grew up with Spam. I didn't grow up with Spam or eating Spam. But we slice it thin and we fry it, and then we put, you know, eat it with eggs or, you know, whatever. So I took a picture of that and sent it to my girls while they were at school, which I know is not something you should be doing. But my youngest daughter was like, yes, please. So it was already in my shopping cart. So that was for sure. That was definitely coming home with me. And then here is another knit. Now, this is a 4-way stretch. It does not have a selvage on it that I could tell you where it's from. But when me and my friend were checking out, you know, we told him that we love the pound goods, I guess they call it. And he said that once the pound goods that they have are sold out, they're not getting any more. And he said it was because a lot of this fabric came from fabric.com. I guess what they did was, I guess maybe they have a local warehouse around me or around my fabric warehouse, and they would give or sell all their scraps and remnants to the warehouse that I shop at. That's why these fabrics are in big containers. But as you can see, they're not really what we would consider scraps or remnants. You know, a 3 or 4 yard piece of a knit, you know, that's not a remnant in my book, at least. So, like, this is probably the smallest piece I got. This is probably, yeah, this is probably 1.5 yards. And this is the smallest I got. Now, this is like a silkier knit. And I basically got this to go with some flamingo fabric. I wanted to make a raglan. And I needed some kind of pink. It is showing like a baby pink on the camera, but it really isn't. It's like it's like a regular pink, not too dark, not too light. Definitely not as light as you're seeing it on the camera. And I just wanted that for sleeves for a raglan. Then I could also use it for this piece too. I can combine it with this. This is a piece of knit with double-decker buses. I don't know, when I saw this, I thought of I think her name is Teresa from, oh my gosh, Lost My Thread. Because she is in England. And so is actually Adam, I believe, from Adam Sews. So I thought of her first when I saw this. I was like, and I think this is probably just less than 2 yards. Or maybe 1.5 yards as well. It does have a big selvage part. Which, I don't know. Do you think I could put that in as like a little design accent? It's on the bottom. You know how like back in like maybe early 90s, they had the vest, almost like it was a one piece, but it looked like a button-down shirt, and you had a vest over it. I believe the most popular was a white button-down shirt and like a black vest, and then you would see, you know, the collar, the neck, the sleeves, and then you would see some of the white shirt on the bottom. So I wonder if that would be an interesting design feature. Maybe we're bringing back the 90s. I believe it was the 90s. Okay, and then this one, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how much is here, but it's like that, almost like that black Swiss dot that I showed, but it has pink embroidered flowers on it. I thought this was really, really cute. And this is probably just over a yard as well. So I'm not exactly sure what I would do with this, but you know, it's like weighs nothing and it's by the pound. So I was not going to leave it there. And then especially now that I know once they have it sold, they're not getting any more unless they find a new distributor, a new source of getting it. And then I also bought this piece, this little piece of vinyl. This is not, it's a little on the flimsy side, but I was thinking about making a purse and doing like the bottom half of that as a purse. I know Stephanie Farrell, I think her name, her channel is. She just started doing like these little totes that the bottom half were vinyl and the top half was fabric. So I thought maybe this would be cool for that, but I may have to put some kind of stiffener into it in order to you know, so my bag doesn't collapse. Okay, and then I think I have two more fabrics here. I have, this is another knit. It's like a little more silky knit, and it's the Galaxies. I think I already have a piece of this, and my daughter wanted a shirt. My middle daughter wanted a shirt of this. Let's see. Oh, this one has a selvage. This says Fabric Merchants, Los Angeles, California. So that's that. And then the last piece, I'm kind of thinking about making a Christmas dress. We are going to kind of a little fancy party this year. We went last year as well. And I bought a dress and I figured I will make a dress. I'm figuring I'm going to do just the plain laundry day tee in the dress, because it's a simple silhouette. It's a knit silhouette, and I just think that this fabric is kind of fancy on its own. Sometimes when you have a fancy fabric, a simple silhouette is kind of what you need. And also, it kind of looks like it might be itchy, but then when I looked on the inside's kind of smooth and it feels good. So I think that would be a good contender for that. And then that is all that I have. I spent, I think the first day I spent $7 and change. The second day I spent $24. So for all this fabric, what does that come out to? $31. And I think I did very well for all my purchases. So thank you for joining me today and enjoying my fabric haul. If you like the fabrics you've seen, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe so when I start cutting into all this fabric, you will see what this fabric turns into. So please like or comment on this video if any of the fabrics you have, or you have any ideas for what I should do with some of it, and some of it I have no idea what I'm going to do with. So thank you for spending time with me today. I hope where you are, the sun is shining. I hope your family is healthy, and I hope you have time to be creative every day, even if it's just for a little bit. Thank you for joining me. Bye.